Hello, I'm Daniela, and welcome to Stitch With Me in 2025. This month's prompt for August is star. Now that's a fun prompt, and there are so many ways you can go with it. You can make a quilting block of a star. You can add stars, actual beads or something to your work. You can do a mixed media piece. You can, well, do anything you want, and I can't wait to see your work. So be sure to post it in our Facebook group. Let me show you how I created the star prompt for this month.
So this is my previous prompt of grid, and today I'm going to create my prompt here on this page, just like this. So the first thing I want to do is make those little dots that signify where my grommet holes are going to be, just so that I know for my page where I want to put my star. So now that I have that marked, I can actually start my design process. These are the colors of the fabric I'm using throughout my book. I have my little tag here, and then these colors. And I decided I wanted to use these fabrics for the star, and maybe these for the background, just to have some continuity to the piece. One thing that I do want to mention is that I have this little border on my pages. So I wanted to do something there. I think when I do these stripes, figure out how I'm going to do it, I might just turn the end into a little tab just by folding it down here and here. And I can either use the green or the pattern. I'll have to see which way looks better. I think the solid green is the way I'm going to go with that. And then I'll have my star and then my little label. So now I'll set that aside. Off screen, I will tack it down with stitching, the same color that matches the fabric. But I want to make my star. So I have here a template that I printed out. I'll include the link. But you can just print out a 3D star template. And I shrunk it down so it would fit on my page nicely. And then I cut out my star shape, and I'll need 5 of them. And so what I want to do is now cut them out of my fabric. And I want to have 3 red and 2 of this brown. So that's my next step. So here I tacked down my stripes. I decided to make them closer together. And I cut out the pieces of my star. And so now I just want to place them. Now I think I'm going to keep them slightly apart, so there'll be a little distance between each of the points of that star. And I will stitch it down using just a small stitch in the color of the fabric, so the red or the dark brown. And then I'll come back and maybe I'll work on some decorative stitching in between the pieces. I think that's going to look nice. I might lower this star a little, find the appropriate spot for it. But yeah, I'm liking the way this is coming along. So now I've stitched everything down. And I like how this looks, but I think it needs more. So I'm going to take a little button, same color as my background, and I'm just going to use that in the center of the piece. I considered stitching around the edges, but I didn't really want to mess with that. And I also found in my stash some star buttons, and they're kind of just a little darker than these shades here. So I think I'll put those on as well, and then I'll have my completed piece. I'll stitch those down and show you the final results. So here I have my completed piece. I'll stitch it down and attach it inside my book. I love how that came out.
So that's how I created the star prompt for August. Now, there's not too many months left in the year, but I just can't wait to see how this book is coming together. I'll attach the pages, add the grommets, and then keep them together until I'm complete. I'll show you my work along the way. I can't wait to see your work in our Facebook group, so please be sure to post. And if you enjoy this video, well, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for joining me today.